In this week's Weekly Drive, we've got the PeterBullet as voted by you, the viewer, hauling 68 tons of tyres.
Junior, Senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's the Weekly Drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the PeterBullet. And this truck, wow, it had a large response this week. It was pretty close to almost double what anything else had actually voted for. And as you can see, we've got, thank you very much to Josh, the maker of the PeterBullet. We have our logo on the front bumper there, and if all goes well, he may be including that in the next update. And I don't know, maybe with this skin that he made as well. He also made a skin for me to use as well. So thank you very much for that, Josh. It's much appreciated. And look, this is the actual PeterBullet truck, guys. It's with all the lights on, decorated really nice. I thought that today I would actually use the day cab with the long chassis because I mean, that looks really, really nice, especially with the chrome chassis. Look at that. Looks really, really cool. Now, today's load that we are actually hauling is some huge tires. 68 tons worth of huge tires. Now, that's funny because I actually have these at work. Now, I don't deliver these tires, but we have these at work. And man, where I park my truck in the back of the yard, these tires are everywhere, and they are bigger than what I am. When I'm standing next to them, it makes me look small. That's how big some of these tires can get. And when they transport them, they can only transport them at night, and they transport them lying down like that. And you do stack them just like that there, but they hang over a little bit more on the truck trailer. So it's really, really interesting how they actually do that. So yeah, so look, let's get into our run. So we are going from Fresno all the way down to Barstow. That's Barstow, not Bastard. And going through Bakersfield. So it is a nice small run, but we do have a long load, and there's not really much news to talk about today. So let's get right into it anyway. So I'm boring you guys probably enough as it is. Listen to that engine. That is really, really nice. That is really nice engine. I like the sound of that. First of all, let's do our tug test. See if we can actually... There we go. There's the tug test. And for those of you that don't know, in trucking, when you're doing a tug test, you're basically testing to see if the trailer is attached. Because you don't want to drive down the road and your trailer fall off. You really don't. So 68 tons, is the PeterBullet going to be able to pull it? And it looks like it will. No problem, but I don't know about turning around the corner here because it is a very long chassis here. We're going to have trouble turning, so just going to... And I might just pop it in low, just so we can get out of here nicely. So we can watch that trailer. Is it going to hit? I don't think it's going to... No, it's going to miss by a mile. But I want to take this corner here wide. And then hook it round. Beacons, beacons, beacons. Put the beacons on. I don't think I have any beacons on top of this truck. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Now, I'm just going to spin back to the map there. So we can see where we're going. Yeah, we do need to turn this way. As long as you can see that trailer in that mirror, you're all good. Nobody coming. And I'm driving on this side of the road. I gotta remember I'm on this side of the road. I've been busy driving all week. For those of you that don't know, I actually do drive a real truck in real life, so yes, I am a real trucker. Dude, it's America. We're meant to be driving on this side of the road, not that side of the road. Turkey. Or is it? Hang on. Am I on the wrong side of the road? I'm on the wrong side of the road. What an idiot I just made of myself. Donkey. Oh, man. See what happens? You know, you get used to driving on one side of the road and you stick to it. Let's rev this right out. And listen to that banana brake. Wow, that is awesome. Alright, coming up to a stop here. I'm just gonna, I better start her in one low. And we're gonna turn, that guy's gonna go through, yep. And that trailer, look at that trailer, just goes around with ease. This is a dream to drive, it really is, even hauling such a heavy load. And let's have a look on the outside, shall we? There we go, look at that, that looks really nice. At least we got a beacon on the back there. That's pretty cool. And driving through the country with this just looks great, doesn't it? Looks really, really good. I might actually take a photo of that now while I think of it, because I don't want to forget. Because I have forgotten in the past to take a photo and I missed out. But because that looks pretty damn cool, doesn't it? Like that. So let's go and we'll take off the blur strength and take a photo. There we go. I will take another shot there. And there we go there. Alright. Back into it. Right, now let's start talking about some SCS news. Now there's not a great deal of SCS news now for this week. Basically what they have actually been talking about is revisiting Germany is what they're talking about. So they have mentioned in the past that they will be looking at redoing old areas so that it looks more up to date than what it does, because at the moment it does look a little bit cruddy. And what they're going to be doing is adding new textures and making it just look like a whole lot newer than what it is. So get into damn gear, you son of a gun. One of the places they're going to be revisiting first is called Germany. So, man, see, having trouble changing gears with this latest update. So I don't know what it is. What they basically got is a passionate team of map designers. They're working on the base game to make it, look a lot better than what it is. So the next update, they're talking about 131. Will actually, is it 131? I don't know. What's the next update? Yeah, okay, let's just say the next update that they're talking about will actually be updated with this later content for Germany. So that's what they're hoping at the moment. So yeah, that'll be really good, especially revisiting. By the time they finish revisiting the old stuff, they'll have to go back again and revisit it again and revamp it all. So or maybe they might do another one. I don't know what they're going to do, but it just makes sense to just keep revising the old stuff so that it's less work than rebuilding a whole new game, isn't it? So so Germany's the first to fix up. and I believe Germany was the very, very first section of Euro trucks, wasn't it? I believe so. It is a slow process, but their dedicated team is persistent, and they will be working on it as hard as they can. So, having said that, this process will not be taken away from any of the other major processes they have at the moment. So, any of the DLCs or anything else that they've got going, American Trucks is not going to lose out. They said that in the actual, in the actual blog, that no other sections will be missing out. This is just a small dedicated team that's going to be working on making Euro trucks better. So there you go. That's actually really good. Now, another thing is that it will be free. So that is a very important piece of information. If you own Euro Trucks, Euro Truck Simulator 2, then you'll get this update for free. Okay, so it's not going to cost you anything more. I know a lot of people do think that updates they have to pay. No, it's not the case. Not the case, no. And what else? So that's pretty much it for the actual news. So pretty sort of low on the news this week. But that's okay. You can't have, full-on news every week. It means that SCS is really busy. When there's no news, it's good news. Good news for us, because it means that they're going to be updating something good. They're working on something very hard. See, I don't know what it is with those gears. Keep having trouble changing gears. I'm double clutching and everything. One other thing that I did want to mention is we had a comment from the Nabist, or is it? We had a comment from Nabist during the week, and he mentioned a really handy tip that I really have to share with you guys. The problem where you go in and out of the actual of everywhere, and the brakes are on all the time. I've been having that during the mod reviews. Well, there's a command that you can use called G_park_brake_limit space 0, and that turns it off. So that fixes that problem that I've been having. And it can't be just me, it has to be other people it's annoying as well. So it's definitely a pain in the bum, it really is. It annoyed the you-know-what out of me. So I'm hoping that this will actually help some other people, and that again is, I'll put it in the comments as well so you can copy and paste it. So just click on show more down below in the comments, and you'll be able to see the command that I'm saying here. It's G_park_brake_limit space 0, and that will turn off the that brake all the time. Because that annoys the crap out of me, that does. Alright, so we need to stop here. Switch it to first. And it let me get away with that, actually. I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to roll back, but it didn't roll back. Alright, you're just going to have to give way to us, mate, because we've got a heavy load. There we go. That trailer, it's just so smooth. And there we go. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. We still got 131 miles to go. I'm gonna skip a gear here. And 30 miles per hour we can go through here. There we go. So yeah, that was a really helpful tip. So thank you very much to that Nabist. Guys, if you do have helpful tips like that, and I do see them during the week, I will actually mention them wherever I can in a video. So these sort of things, I think they're really important to share with everyone. So that's why I'll mention it in a video. Now, all the mods we are using today are in the description. We have a link to the PeterBullet, which I know that a lot of people have actually gone and purchased this PeterBullet mod. And look guys, for those of you who did complain about having a purchase mod, you know what? You can't get everything for nothing. And this is what I really hate about it's not just the youth, but there's a lot of people out there who expect to get everything for nothing, and you can't. Alright? There's some modders out there who choose to do mods for free, which is great. You know, but there are modders out there that do it for that, you know, they have to charge, and they have their reasons, and whatever their reason is up to them. Okay, so obviously their time is worth money, and you know, I to be honest, I don't think that $15 for a truck mod is too expensive at all. You know, I actually think that's quite reasonable. But you know, each to their own. Each to their own, really. Look, if you don't like paying for mods, then just go find a free mod. You know, don't expect everything for free. But we try and review all sorts of mods here. You know, whether it's paid or not paid, we don't care. We'll review it. Now, if it is paid, I will let you know that it is paid, and it's up to you to make the decision. I mean, if you want to go purchase it, that's your choice. You know, and it shouldn't matter if it is paid or not. If you want it and it's a paid mod, then, you know, and you can afford it, that's another thing as well. If you can afford it, then you know, then get it. But if you can't tick all those boxes, guys, then, you know, and you can't get it, well, that's just tough. You know, don't complain about it. And the comment about my immortal soul will go to hell because because whoever purchases this mod, their immortal soul will go to hell. Look guys, we don't want comments like that. Okay, look, it's up to the individual. It really is. If they want to buy it, they'll buy it. Alright? Don't go, you know, saying things like that, and you know, that's actually not nice at all. Alright, to do that. It's really not nice. And if I see comments like that, then I will actually delete those comments. Alright? I don't like those comments at all. We try to make it a really nice and friendly place here at Junior Senior Gaming. We don't want to have, you know, nasty people saying nasty things, and, you know, it's just not nice, really. So, and that person knows who they are that made that comment, because I'm not going to actually say their name and that. I'm not about the blame game. Just don't do that, please. Don't do that, guys. I don't like it at all. Yeah, so what else? Let's see. Let's talk about what's been happening this week on the road. Well, I was driving along the Gateway, and for those of you who live in Brisbane, you'd know that, or live in Australia, and you've been on the Gateway Bridge. As you're coming down the bridge, there's a little bit of a bump there. As you're coming, that's going southbound over the Gateway Bridge, where the cops hide, where all the cops hide. If you know Brisbane, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because the bloody cops hide under the bridge there, and they stick their head out and go, "Bing, gotcha." The tricky little buggers. But yeah, I was driving down there on the Gateway Arterial Motorway, going off the Gateway Bridge, just underneath that bridge where the cops hang out. And what happened? I was actually doing 80. A truck whizzed past me. It was a truck and dog, whizzed past me, and as he went over the bump, he didn't have his load covered, and all this gravel piled out the actual road hit the ground, and a whole heap of it, you know, went up and chipped all over my windscreen, and I was dumbfounded, you know, and he didn't even have a number plate on the back of his trailer for me to go and get. So because I tried to get the number plate and there's no number plate. So I took a photo and got the company name, and my boss is going to try to see if he can get something out of those guys for, you know, for having their load uncovered and dumping all that gravel on the ground. It wasn't just a little bit. It wasn't like 1 or 2 stones. Oh no, this was like a, you know, a fair bit of gravel that dumped on the road. So, so yeah, that was actually, that was not cool at all. But I got 3 small chips, and I actually get really bothered by chips on the windscreen, like little ones, but these ones are actually quite big. So it's decent sized chips on the windshield. So I got a feeling that they're gonna actually crack more. You know how you get that, you can just see that that they're gonna split and crack more, and that's gonna be a replacement windshield. So my boss, when I told him, was not happy, so hopefully he can get that sorted out with them. I don't know if he will though, to be honest. Most trucking companies, they just go, not my problem, see you mate, and that's it. But anyway, what else has been happening? It's been pretty quiet on the roads. I noticed, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but man, on Friday it was dead. There was nobody on the roads at all. It was so quiet. And driving around, it was like everywhere that I went, there was just nobody on the road. Even going to and from work, nobody on the road. It was dead quiet. And I thought that was just brilliant. Because you can get your job done faster when nobody's on the road. And you don't have to worry about people cutting you off, and the amount of people that actually pull in front of you when you're under brakes at the traffic lights or something is really unreal. Where's that cop for that bike? Where is he? He's gone for a 10-100, or maybe a 10-200 behind the bush or something. So yeah, that's probably my biggest hate with driving a truck, is that cars pull in front of me when I'm under brakes. And if I've got a heavy load, and man, I can carry some pretty heavy loads sometimes, and you're trying to brake while these guys, you know, while you're coming to the traffic lights, and then somebody else pulls in front of you, man. Oh, that's right. I had a Chinese lady. She tried to merge on top of my truck. I'm right next to her, and all of a sudden I heard this beep beep, and then she was yelling at me, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm still in my lane. What are you talking about, you crazy woman? And you know, she starts waving a hand at me and stuff like that, and I just gave her the the wave back, as you do, the 1-finger salute. You know, because you don't take that crap. I was in my lane. I didn't even merge, you know, verge from the lane or anything, you know. I stayed in my lane as I do. Nothing was flapping out the side of the truck, or, you know. So I was well within my rights there. She just didn't see my truck is what the problem was. So might need to get her eyes tested or something. But that was pretty funny. Oh, but other than that, no, not really. A great deal has happened this week. It is, I have to say, since I've changed to day shift, it is so much more quieter. I thought night shift would be more peaceful, but no. It's actually day shift is less crazy people on the road. Like when I was doing night shift, there was always somebody doing something stupid. You know, like remember that one guy that actually went off the road? He was in a ute, and instead of turning, he just drove straight off the road and into the bushes. Into a cornfield. No, it wasn't corn. It might have been wheat or something like that. You know, I can't remember exactly if it was corn or wheat or something. But you know, he went off into the field and in his 4-wheel drive, and then he got stuck in there, and then the poor farmer would have had to come out there and see that, and he wouldn't have been happy. That was over at Gatton. I remember that. What else? There was all sorts of crazy stuff that happens out that way. And mate, you can go. You don't have to wait for me. I'll just use my trailer brake here. There we go. We do a hill start and we'll just get it moving. There we go. Oh, so this is so nice to drive this truck. It really is. What else has happened? Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. It's pretty much it. I do have people that actually ask me, would I go back and do night shift again? Look, the job was fine. It's just the hours. Hours is, you know, it's just late. Like 4 o'clock in the morning is not easy. You know, especially when you're driving too. If I was working in a plant or a factory, it wouldn't be so bad. But working in, you know, driving a truck at night time at about, you know, between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning is hard work. That is really hard to keep it awake. So yeah, that's probably the one thing that I have to say is the hardest bit is keeping awake. And coffee, McDonald's coffee was my friend. It really was. I remember drinking a lot of McDonald's coffee. All right. Listen to that engine. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? Have a look again at that truck and trailer. Man, that is, and he's just using straps too. Dude, you're meant to be using chains. I'm pretty sure you're meant to be using chains there, but anyway. I don't think I'd use straps to hold this down, these tires. I don't think it would hold. Alright, we're gonna go. Are you gonna stop? Yeah, you are. There we go. And just up here to Eddie's. We're going to Eddie's. Now, funny thing was we picked this up from Walbert. What the? Walbert sell everything, don't they? I've never been to a Walbert in America, but it looks like they just sell everything and anything. You know, you want it, we'll sell it to you. You want a massive big tire, we'll sell you a massive big tire. You want a set, we'll give you a set too. So they sell everything by the looks of it. Alright, let's see, that is lining up terrible, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and swing it round, and hopefully that will actually correct. There we go. Now, let's see if we can get this in relatively easy and not, you know... Oops. Oops, 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 oops. And not have too much trouble. It's that mirror. I'm trying to see that mirror. I might have to adjust that mirror for next time I use this truck. Just got to spin it a little bit that way because we're trailer's going too close to the wall. There's Eddie there, look. That's Eddie. There's Eddie. G'day Eddie, how's it going, mate? My name's not Eddie. Sure it is, mate. Alright, now, just trying to keep that in there. Let's see if I can quickly adjust that mirror, actually. That's annoying me. Where is it? There. There it is there. Left hand side. There we go. F4, guys, is how I do that. I just push F4. And that brings up the menu for me to change it. Now, is that going to spin around? Yeah, look at her. That's spinning around nice and easy. Look at that. Easy to back up and easy to drive with. Let's see if I can spin that round a bit more. And probably time to start straightening up. And let's go forward. I think that clicked in, did it? I want to get this as straight as possible. Alright, so I'm not... Am I gonna... Oh, there, I can see it in that mirror. See if I can just move it over a bit. And come on. Go. Oops, I hit the wall. And I stalled the truck. Awesome work there, Senior. Good job. If anyone can do it, you can. Alright. I need to spin that around a bit more. And I think I should be able to jackknife that in there now. Yep, it accepted it. There we go. I don't know. I have better luck jackknifing trailers in than what I do just parking them normally. I don't know what it is. Drop that trailer and see how we went. Late. Yes, it was late. I know. I was too busy dilly-dallying and 36 minutes late. Wow. Look at that. I got a penalty. Man, that's really bad. That's terrible. Normally I'm on time. I don't know what happened there. Don't know. Oh, well, that's really bad. These things happen. I was having way too much fun with the truck. That's what it was. Alright, what I was going to do, let's see. Let's have a look at this truck. I'm just going to change the time here. Let's change, there's the command, guys. G park brake init 0. Let's change the time to, let's go 23. And look, there's the actual truck there. So that's what it looks like at night. Isn't that cool? That is so nice. Looks so awesome. I did have blue lights originally, but I changed them to orange because I thought they matched a bit better. So it looks very cool. Definitely. Well, there we go, guys. That is this week's weekly drive. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing some more videos this week. I'm going to do some more of those events. So the current Start Your Engines event. We're going to do some more of those videos. We'll see how many I can do of those. I have got a good response from you all, saying that you would like to see every step of the way that I do. I'll really try to do my best. I may have to just slip in one or two, you know, without, you know, trying to, you know, mess it up too much. But look, you get the gist of how it works anyway. I mean, you're meant to do 12 of those runs, you know, 200 kilometers each. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, guys. But yeah, so stay tuned for those. Other than that, yeah, more mod reviews coming this week, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for those mod reviews. So there's a couple of interesting ones this week, so you know, you might want to check those out. But anyway, guys, look, that is pretty much it for today. If you liked this video, then don't forget to punch that like button in the ass. And if this is the first time you've seen Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel on YouTube and check it out. And while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button? But until next time, don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on.